Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you're watching this, make sure to like, share, subscribe and hit the notification bell here at Dugout Daily, as well as checking out my F1 channel, Hit the Apex, and follow me on X at MCFC Hibs. The Blues were rocking in the Bernabeu on Wednesday night, and what a night we had. Manchester City pulled off a massive comeback to beat Real Madrid 2-1 in the Champions League stage on Wednesday, the 10th of December 2025, in front of 76,977 fans at the iconic Estadio Bernabeu. This win heaps even more pressure on Real Madrid manager Xabi Alonso, who's now under serious scrutiny after a tough run of form. The hosts got a big blow before kick-off, as Kylian Mbappe was injured and remained on the bench for the full game. It started dramatically as City nearly had a nightmare in the first 2 minutes when Matheus Nunes tripped Vinicius Jr. and the referee pointed to the spot, but VAR overturned it to a free kick on the edge as Federico Valverde's effort deflected just wide and Vinicius dinked one narrowly past the post soon after. Real were flying early, and then on 28 minutes, Rodrigo broke the deadlock for his first goal in 32 games and since early March, as he collected a perfect crossfield pass from Jude Bellingham and drilled it home to make it 1-0. But City only trailed for 7 minutes. In the 35th minute, Academy star Nico O'Reilly equalised with a poacher's finish from close range after Josko Vardiol's header was pushed out by Thibaut Courtois. Let's talk more about our young gem. Nico O'Reilly is a 20-year-old Manchester-born lad who joined City's academy at just 8 years old. He was originally an attacking midfielder, known for spectacular goals, like a scorpion kick last-minute winner for the under-18s against Middlesbrough to send us top of the league after a 2-1 win in April 2023, a halfway-line stunner that won Academy Goal of the Season against Nottingham Forest, and a brace in the under-18 Manchester derby against United in a 3-1 win in April 2023, including a 40-yard chip. He's been brilliantly converted to a left-back by Pep Guardiola this season. At 6'4", he's got pace, power in the air, and top tackling stats as he ranks first among all Manchester City players in terms of total tackles with 35, and the most tackles per 90 in the Premier League this season, as he is a unique weapon in both boxes. He made his senior debut in pre-season in 2024 against Celtic and scored his first goal against Barcelona. He made his competitive debut in the 2024 Community Shield against Manchester United, which City won on penalties. He scored his first competitive goal in an 8-0 FA Cup third-round win over League Two Salford City on the 11th of January 2025. His first Premier League goal was in a 5-2 win over Crystal Palace on the 12th of April 2025, and he scored his first Champions League goal at the Bernabeu in this match, of course, as well as getting man of the match, and has 2 caps for England, with all his senior football accomplishments all in the space of the last year, 4 months, and 20 days. What a rise for one of our own. And on 43 minutes, Erling Haaland stepped up and buried a penalty after being fouled by Antonio Rudiger, as it was 2-1 to City just before half-time. The ever-reliable Haaland made no mistake with his penalty to score his 55th Champions League goal, which is the most by any player since his debut in 2019. In the second half, Real Madrid pushed hard for an equaliser, and City looked to be playing on the counter. Jude Bellingham chips one over, and sub Hendrick's header clipped the bar as Jeremy Doku nearly made it 3-1, but his Belgian teammate Courtois saved well. But City held firm for a huge victory. O'Reilly was immense defensively too, as he won tackles and made key clearances. This was the 15th meeting between these modern Champions League rivals and the 5th straight season we've faced off, and these include 2 different semi-final ties. And since the first encounter in 2012, this is the most played fixture in the Champions League. The Bernabeu crowd gave Pep Guardiola a hostile welcome as they cheered his name, but his side showed real character to come from behind in that cauldron and get revenge for our playoff defeat here earlier in the year. Pep's rivalry with Real Madrid goes way back to his Barcelona days, where he dominated with iconic wins like 6-2 at the Bernabeu in Guardiola's first season, and that meant they only needed 2 more points to win the league from the last 4 games, and it set the stage for Barcelona's sextuple, as well as the 5-0 thrashing, which is often remembered for Piqué's 5-finger gesture, as it came against Jose Mourinho's Real Madrid and is considered one of Barcelona's best ever performances. Overall, across Barcelona, Bayern and City, he's faced them 28 times, with an impressive record of 14 wins, 7 draws and just 7 losses, and this victory made it his 7th win at the Bernabeu, which is more than any other manager in history, as Los Blancos' nightmare returned. Pep Guardiola was cautious post-match by saying winning at the Bernabeu is a big task, but we're not ready yet to win the tournament. In February, we'll be better. City bounced back from our Leverkusen loss as we climbed to 4th in the table and look good for a top 8 spot with games against Bodo Glimt and Galatasaray coming up. For Real Madrid, this defeat drops them to 7th, and the heat is really on Xabi Alonso after just 6 months in charge. He took over in June as he returned to his former club, where he won multiple trophies as a player. But before that, what a spell he had at Bayer Leverkusen, as he took over in October 2022 when they were in the relegation zone, and he became a club legend with an incredible record of 140 competitive matches with 88 wins, 33 draws and 19 losses, which is a win ratio of around 63%. He led them to their first ever Bundesliga title in 2024 with an unbeaten domestic season and the DFB Pokal for a historic double, as well as the Super Cup. That invincible run and breaking Bayern's dominance made him one of the hottest managers in Europe. Reports of player clashes and poor league form mean his job is hanging by a thread right now. What a night of Champions League drama. What did you think of the game? Drop your thoughts in the comments and let me know who you think Real should turn to if Alonso ends up going. If you enjoyed this review, make sure to like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell here at Dugout Daily, as well as checking out my F1 channel, Hit the Apex, and follow me on X at MCFC Hibs, and we will see you in the next one. Cheers, fellas.